What up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It's game day, okay? I'm running around actually helping my brother-in-law today, taking care of some stuff and taking some time here to talk to you guys. You know, we're about 7 hours away from kickoff. Of course, we got to have a game day meal. I'm not sure what to do anymore because the big sub don't seem to work anymore. And but you know, we'll make something tonight. We'll do something. Maybe I'll do an Italian sub because we might be needing to literally spit it out because it's just that bad. Anyway, be that as it may. Question here. When we look at the Cowboys, here's one of the big problems right now, and Terrence Steele is going to get the venom, of course, because he leads the NFL in pressures given up, okay? He leads the NFL in pressures. Here's what's crazy. It's not just Terrence Steele right now. It's the whole offensive line. You could say maybe the Cowboys should have kept Biotish and maybe should have kept Tyron Smith and yada, yada, yada. But across the board, here's what's crazy is Terrence Steele gave up 5 this past week. Tyler Guyton gave up 5. Zach Martin gave up 4. And 3 from Tyler Smith, the All-Pro, gave up 3. And 3 from Cooper Beebe. That's hard to do. You're making it, and I know. Oh God! No matter what I say, I know what's coming around. Well, that's because you are just taking up and making excuses for your garbage ass quarterback. Sorry, guys. Here's the problem, and I'm gonna ask this question for real because the Cowboys' philosophy is we don't play people in preseason. We don't play people in preseason. And we're not getting our stars on the field until, with the big contracts, till the last minute. So the Cowboys sabotaged another big contract with CeeDee Lamb by waiting, and he missed training camp. Do we know that he's 100% in shape right now? That the playbook, that he knows everything that they're going to do. It's one thing talking to Dak Prescott, but it's another thing working on the timing on the field. And do we know that practice is not important? Because practice in preseason games, because we are literally having preseason now. CeeDee Lamb is getting in shape and getting into the offense now. They haven't worked together. Brandon Cooks left training camp a week early and went back to Dallas for undisclosed reason. They said it was for good news, but I don't know. So I'm looking at this and saying, we got 11 guys that have to work together in sync that haven't worked together in sync until now. That's another one of those issues that the Cowboys have is we got 2 new guys on the offensive line that are rookies that have never played football on the NFL level. We have a team that's desperate playing against us, and we don't have a running game that's slowing down the rush. And you basically have one target that you fear. And mind you also too, we had Jake Ferguson miss the second game, and you could tell Jake Ferguson was not 100% in that game either. So when we look at all these things, you can blame the offensive line for not being able to pass block, but what you have to also understand is your team is one-dimensional. One-dimensional. And for those out there that say Dak sucks, mind you, the Dallas Cowboys have more passing yards than anybody else. Yeah, they lead the league in passing yards right now. And that's not necessarily a good thing because they're one of the worst teams when it comes to running the football. The Cowboys literally have become one-dimensional with only one target. That's the last thing you want to be. My hope for tonight is you never hope to lose, but if the Cowboys, let's say hypothetically, let's say the Cowboys, with the lack of stars on the team or lack of key components, defensive linemen, a second big target, let's suppose they end up righting the ship and end up being a 10-win team. We won't change anything. The Joneses will still be, you will still hear Stephen Jones, when it comes to regular season wins, we're right there with the Kansas City Chiefs, and we feel good about the things that we do. You know what? Instead of us burying what our players are doing, we need to actually praise them for being able to be somewhat successful with what the office does, which is why we got our new shirt. Jerry, bro, love you, man. Jerry, this is nothing personal, Jerry. This is nothing personal, Jerry. This is business, okay? You, as the owner, need to fire the GM because the GM is failing. He's had 7 head coaches over the last 30 years and only 8 playoff appearances. He has not been able to actually get good deals with players. He has not been able to get the talent that we need like we had back in the 90s. So for the benefit of the team and the organization, don't worry, he'll be okay. The GM, he's got plenty of money for retirement. But Jerry, my plea is, please fire the GM. Wouldn't you all agree?
Yes.
Fire,
Get out of here.
Fire the GM. Seriously. All right, good people.
All you have to do is look in the mirror. Have that conversation.
Jerry? You, bro. You're fired. See you tonight. 8:15, game time.